And cue the fire if the reports that I am currently seeing are true. Welcome to the great financial collapse or global financial collapse. And thank you, Comex. If you are new to this Ponzi scheme game, the Comex is supposed to hear this stuff. They're supposed to have this stuff, okay? They don't got that stuff, but they will tell you you can trade it, and there we go. Well, that is until you lose faith in it. And you say, hey, give me my silver. And they say, oh, hold on, let's check the vault. Let's see, we stored it in Fort Knox, so call the orange guy. But I am getting reports from you in the comments section. I haven't Googled it. Asia bids $195 for companies that they're like, okay, you got it? Can we take delivery? Okay. 195. 72-hour blackout. What would that be? Meaning we're on vacation. We're currently celebrating Martin Luther King Day. I mean, not today. It's tomorrow. So we're off, but the trading still continues. Well, except for us. Asia. 72. Asia bids 195 silver. What is that going to do to the world? Well, I'd have to use the word trapped. Okay, 195. 100 is the floor, silver, 24-hour window, 195. China, silver plunge, export, we got $200 silver incoming, which congratulations, stackers, you won. Well, that is unless the entire world collapses, then you won. It's like getting in an argument with your wife. There is no winning. I mean, you might be right, but you ain't winning. And I know you dudes out there, it's been kind of like this. You're silver, right? Oh my gosh, it's all over. I would hear that. We had boxes. We still have a lot of boxes. Can't tell you how many bookshelves I've broken. You know, it starts to bend, and you're like, then it goes. Which might make the wifey a little upset, but right, your silver when it was 20, then our silver at 84, and then it's my silver at 300. Funny story. I helped a guy a few years ago. That's what I do. Say, okay, what's your business? Okay, let me help you with that. Let me teach you how to trade. He was in California. He lived in a trailer park, happily married. And I said, okay, what's your dream? Within 12 months, his dream came true. Moved out of California, got to live by the beach, made his first million that year and growing. And his wife of 10 plus years says, I want a divorce. He moves back to California, gets half. I told him, I said, I could promise you, I'll make you a millionaire. I just can't promise what's going to happen. I'm actually doing that with a new student now. And all you have to do is just learn how to do this. This is your S&P 500, by the way. It needs to do something really quick. And my guess, it's going to break down. Now, I need to walk you through what Comex and traders and people in America, if Asia is bidding silver at $200 and we're like, ho hum. Not just that, we have empty vaults. So the trust isn't there. Let's just say the banks are like, okay, let's short this thing. And it's the weekend and you wake up and all of a sudden it's off the chart. This is also called a short squeeze or a gap, also known as death. And let me just use an example. I trade the NASDAQ in the morning. If it moves 1%, it's $25,000. If I say, I think I'll do maybe 4 times leverage, that would be $100,000 per 1%. And then just let's say on Friday I'm trading and I go in with a short, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what time is it? And then the market's closed. Yes, that has happened. Sometimes I trade on different time zones. Sometimes I'm on my phone and I'm like, why am I not getting service? Not the smartest way to trade, but I just want you to kind of understand what these people are up against. I will tell you, if it is repricing from the whatever we're currently fugazi at, these banks are using leverage, and this just isn't 1%, 2%, 50%. I mean, it's over. The game's over. You're done. This would be a $100 billion massacre per bank. Comex would have to declare, I've talked to you guys about this before, it's called force majeure, and they shut down. Game's over. Oh, and do you want to talk about delays? Remember during the pandemic, and you're like, it's going to take how long to get that toilet paper? You have $1 trillion industry. I mean, look. Oh, you wanted your new trifold, the 3, these things take silver. My jacket, silver. Actually, jacket, not really. I just dusted off the old bedazzler. Which I know my men out there are like, that's not a man's jacket. All right, well, it's reversible. I can ride on the back of your Harley. Me on the back of a Harley with you is very masculine. and I'm in the back. Just remember who's in charge. But 88%, the Comex, like they're empty. They've decreased by 88%. Well, that's currently their registered inventory. At least they register it. It's not like that other government place that has all our gold and maybe silver. Which, scratch the Comex, because other countries have. They're like, forget it, we don't trust you. The rest of the world is running towards silver as fast as they can. You got Turkey, you got Russia, you got China, you got India. What, they almost 200 million ounces in 30 days? And we're over here trading the paper going, yeah, hasn't even moved. Now, I know a lot of you have been saying this for a while now. You're like, well, when can I enter? When can I buy this stuff and make money, Bravo? And I'm like, it's going to pull back. Now I just feel like it's a meme coin. You know, when it's all the thing. But if you listen to Bank of America says silver is vastly overvalued, but retail demand could lift it to 170. Well, it depends on what country you live in. Which this also signifies it's broken. One country's like, it's around 70, 80. And other countries like, try 200. I'm going to go with someone's lying. Why don't we come over here and let me show you something. See this? Where it's like the price is 83 and then the market opens and the price is now 80. This in this area is called a gap. And gaps on major indices usually get filled. Also, for context, you see when I shrink this, those are gaps. It's a gap. It's a gap. It's a gap. This is the price. Imagining, it's at 80, and then waking up and all of a sudden it's up there. Let's just say your 3-day weekend, you'll probably want to keep carrying it on. It'll be hair of the dog. Because if Johnny Bravo were to forget to close out a trade and it shoots up 135%. And I did leverage. So that'd be $100,000 per 1% times 134. I don't know. I'm going to go with Kitty's fired. The divorce is going to be rough. And for those of you that ask, I trade with 25,000. It's usually 1% is 25. Sometimes I do a leverage. You could be looking at 100,000. So yes, if it moves 1% and it's a sweet swing trade, I may bump it a little bit. But I will have to be honest with you. I'm sweating. When you watch a price movement of $5,000 to $10,000, like in a minute, you've actually watched traders, they pass out. I pinky promise it works if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, skip it. Just stick to learning about it and arguing with your friends at the bar and then going to work on Tuesday. Right? Boss is giving you Monday off, which would be nice. What is that day off thing? I've never had that. I should try that someday. Yeah, right. But look at this. I mean, don't gold, silver. How about copper? Look at this. Nothing to see here. Amex copper, all sold out. Nothing is available. While most watch silver, yes, rip everyone's faces off. Quietly, all copper. I'm going to have to check that. Why don't we just do this together? Buy copper. All right, here we go. Let's do this. I have to say, we have some problems here. Out of stock. Looks like those lucky pennies were actually lucky. Well, since we can't find it anywhere, I guess we could trade copper futures. Well, looky there. You got a whale. Just FYI, you should not be buying copper here. Oh, and if you want to know price target on copper, it already hit it. You're pulling back to the chick magnet. It hit it. Also, if you're currently trading silver, I'm liking it. You don't buy it in purple 789 when chick magnet's saying we're going lower. But you did break out of this triangle here, and your next price target should be, it's on the 2 minutes, so it's not like, $91. But it just depends, because I see that in the comments section. Because on Friday, you were down 4%. Maybe Tuesday, this thing's just going to rip everyone's faces off. Also, I need to run a sale. It's Martin Luther King. Didn't you have a dream? The dream, you'll be pathetically rich. Learning how to click buttons on a screen. How about $2.99? My new AI course was yesterday. It was $3.99. So grab it, $2.99. You can have my bear market course. You can have this one. You can come trade with me on Tuesday. Wake up bright and early, grab that thing while Pentagon readies 1,500 soldiers to Minnesota. Could this possibly be? Look over there. Don't look over there. Nah, you guys are just screwing up your state, aren't you? Actually, I see comments down below from people that live in Minnesota. You're like, it's not me. I want you guys to take advantage of this stuff. And what I was saying, I'm a swing trader, so I've been trading silver for very long. But buying the physical, the gold, the silver, own that, that's fine. Take the bookshelves, have your wife get mad at you, sell it and double your money, get yelled at because you doubled your money, buy real estate with it, still hold silver, waiting for a pullback, and now that's the question. When? Guys, I don't know. Everyone was happy with me when I'm like, okay, when YouTubers were telling you to go all in, wasn't this like, let's say 3 months ago? 4 months ago, I'm like, guys, this is the top. I'm not buying any more Bitcoin, Ethereum, your shat coins. Some YouTubers were telling you go all in. I'm saying go all out. And now you've had a nice pullback and you already put in a left shoulder ahead. Now you got to put in the right shoulder. This will suck everyone back in and then goodbye. Well, unless it just, finds support and it keeps going higher. And scratch that, I'll get in on another trade. But in regards to silver, big picture higher, little picture pullback. It's just like with everything. Everything has pullbacks, and then you get in. I mean, on these kind of cycles, which is exciting, especially when Bank of America is like, Bank of America, chief investment strategist, Hartnett thinks that oil, energy, best contrarian bet for 2026. But again, just turn on the 200. Are you above it, below it? And at the end of the day, it's okay. Yeah, because I know you guys like it. You like the physical, which that was wise. Good job. You got it. And then 2005, so gold was that. And now it's that. That was 21 ounces. That was 10 grand. I know that. I've purchased lots of it. Give it to the kids. Now it's that. That's 10 grand. Can't believe it. There's going to be a lot of things in your life that you're not going to believe. So always buy assets. They look like this for 173. You guys are saying that's a proof coin. I don't know. I not proof. I can't prove it. I mean, it is the same Lady Liberty with the boobs. Why look at that? Because I'm a guy. But trade this, buy that, put renters in it, buy that. Take advantage of my MLK sale. I love you. I will see you tomorrow.